guys, it's your girl Kay. I know I'm in a different setup. You're probably like, where is she? Guess what? I'm in my kitchen. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. I want to film myself cooking. Hopefully this goes well. This is my first video of this sort. But today we're going to be making some steamed fish with some okra and some vegetables, and we're going to have some yellow rice with it. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I whip up this delicious meal, keep on watching. So the ingredients that I'll be using today, it varies. You can do whatever you want to do, but this is what I'm using. So today I'm just going to be using some snapper. Some snapper. I got 2 of them. I'm going to end up cutting them in half. Some fish tea mix, fish soup, fish tea, same thing. I've never used this brand before, but normally I'll go for like the Grace, but that's what that looks like. You're going to have some. These are habaneros. Where I'm at, they didn't have any scotch bonnet, so gotta make do with what I have just to spice up the dish a little bit, give a little flavor. Going in with some fresh thyme, some okra. Honestly, I don't really like okra that much, but I'm trying to be a little bit healthier, you know what I'm saying? Okra kind of slimy, don't really like it too much, but hey, trying to turn over a new leaf, okay? So we're gonna have some scallion, otherwise known as green onion. I like using scallion a lot. I feel like it gives a lot of flavor to the dish. So normally I would put stuff like chocho in there and some pumpkin. However, the store I went to, I couldn't find either. I know at like this other Walmart they have it, but I didn't feel like doing all that. So this time I just got some zucchini and some squash that's already cut up because I didn't feel like cutting up everything. You can put whatever you want in there, like I said. I got some carrot chips, which is pretty much just the cut up carrots already because I was being lazy and I didn't feel like cutting up carrots for myself. You're gonna need some onion. You're gonna need some garlic. Also, I'm gonna add in a potato. And then you can use whatever seasoning of your choice to season your fish, however you like it. And essentially that's really all you need. You can go ahead and add more stuff like tomatoes or peppers, like green peppers or red peppers and stuff like that. But this is all I'm gonna put in my fish. So like I said, it's up to you how you want to do it. You can do it however you want to do it. But anyway, I'm just gonna get right into the video. I'm probably not gonna do a whole lot of talking because you'll see what I'm doing. So hope you guys like this video and hopefully this comes out good because I've never cooked in front of the camera before. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. Oh, and by the way, my snapper, I've already cleaned it with water and some lemon. I let it soak a little bit and then, yeah. So here we go. Okay, so here I'm just gonna be pat drying the fish, trying to get as much moisture off as possible. This is not necessarily necessary because it's going to be steamed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. However, I feel like when the fish is a little bit drier, like the seasonings stick better and stuff like that, you want to get the inside. Moisture. And some people are like, ew, you have the head on your fish. Yes, my background, my dad, he's Grenadian, my mom's side is Jamaican, so me eating head on the fish, that's how I was raised. To me, it's not no big of a deal. Some people are like, that's so gross, but to me it tastes so good. Of course I don't be eating like the eyes and stuff, like my grandma does that, but I don't do that. That's gross. But however, there's so much meat in, like, you know, the top portion of the fish. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to move this. I'm gonna take one fish off, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut this fish in half because I want to kind of make it stretch a little bit, and I feel like it's kind of big to fit in the pot. So probably about here. Cut this bad boy in half. And then also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna score the fish so that the seasoning can go on the inside. And just cut it lightly, nothing too crazy. And I'm gonna do that on both sides. See, it looks like this on both sides. I'm gonna do the same thing with this side. Okay, I'm gonna put that back on the plate. Get the next fish. And I'm doing the same way. I'm just score it, same how I did the other one. Put that back on the plate. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna season the fish. Okay, now to season my fish, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Slap Your Mama. This stuff right here is so good. And you can put whatever seasoning you want to on your fish. It's all up to you, personal preference. This is what I like. Make sure it's on there good. I'm gonna flip it over. Flip it. Also too, you want to make sure you get the inside of the fish and also get it in those slits that we made. So all that seasoning can go in the fish so it can taste nice and good and delicious and seasoned. Season up, especially this portion of the fish right here. Make sure you get the inside nice and seasoned. Okay, next I'm gonna go on with some ground thyme. I have the fresh thyme too, but this is just gonna boost it up a little bit. And this I'm only gonna put on one side. And then I'm just gonna rub everything in really good. I'm gonna go with some black pepper. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm gonna go in with some smoked paprika because this stuff is so good. Oh, I love smoked paprika so much. And I'm just gonna go through and just season that up. And then I'm gonna go in with some allspice. Allspice is also known as pimento. I couldn't find any pimento seeds or anything like that, so allspice is gonna have to do. This just kind of boosts it up a little bit. I'm gonna put a smidge. And then last but not least, I'm gonna put a little bit of some Saison on there. This just really takes it up a notch to me. And I'm mainly put it on the inside. On the inside and on the outside. And I'm gonna rub this in real good to get it in them slits that we made. Well, I made. Flip it. And then I'm just gonna massage everything in. Make sure everything is in there. Make sure everything's good. And then now that the fish is seasoned, now that the fish is seasoned, I'm gonna let it sit here, and so it can collect up absorb as much seasoning as possible. And then in the meanwhile, we're gonna work on the broth and the vegetables and all these things. So, and then the good thing about steamed fish, it doesn't take long to cook. So I'm gonna let that sit there and marinate, and I'm gonna work on the veggies. All right, so now I'm just gonna chop up my onion, my scallion, my potato. I'm gonna leave this whole. Because I don't want it to burst and be too spicy. And then I'm also gonna cut up my okra. Everything else is cut up because I was being lazy. So yeah, we're gonna come back when everything's cut up. I like to save the stalks because I actually put them in soil and I let them sprout back up. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be adding some butter to my saucepan. I don't really have an exact measurement on the butter. I just put as much as my heart feels like it needs. And I'm gonna go in with my thyme and let that saute together and get some of that flavor. I'm also gonna put some garlic in here. I'll be right back. So I was gonna add some garlic, but turns out I don't have any garlic. So we just gonna make it do what it do with what we got. A little bit of thyme. I'm gonna put a little bit of onion in there, just a smidge. Trying to get that butter some flavor. Put that up a little bit. So now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of water. I don't really have an exact measurement. I'm going to just go in with about, I don't know, like, I guess what, maybe like half a cup of water? Half a cup of water. And then I'm going to let that boil up a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with our fish soup mix. And this one has the noodles, I think, in there, which I don't really mind. Some people don't like the noodles in there, but I don't really care. that simmer for a little bit, and then what I'm gonna do next, I'm just gonna go on with the food that's gonna cook, that needs to cook for the longest amount of time, because I don't want to put that in last and then that be hard and then the other stuff be soft and it be all crazy. So my battery died. Hopefully you guys saw what I did, but I just added the zucchini, squash, potatoes, carrots into the broth, and I'm just gonna let it steam up a little bit. I added a little bit more water to make the water a little higher. I'm just gonna go in and taste it to see if it needs anything in there. Tastes fishy. So I'm just gonna let that steam down a little bit. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna add our fish, our pepper. Matter of fact, I'll add the pepper right now. This is the habanero. Normally I'd use Scotch bonnet, but I didn't have any Scotch bonnet, so I'm just gonna put it in there. I do not want it to burst. I'm just gonna let that sit at the top. And I'm just gonna let that bubble up for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead, add the fish, add our scallion, our onions, and our okra. And in the meanwhile, I'm gonna go and make the rice. Okay, now that that's bubbling up, I'm gonna go in with our fish. And I'm just gonna add that in. And I'm gonna let the fish steam up a little bit before I add the okra. Ooh, this pot kind of getting full. But yeah. And I'm gonna add some water to this plate to get a little of the seasoning off. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cover that up. Alright, I'm gonna go with my scallion and my onion. Sprinkle it over the top. There's a lot of scallion. I probably should only use one, but that's okay. Onion. I use the whole onion too. That's alright. This thing is full. I wish I had a bigger pot. I should have used a bigger pot, but we're gonna make it work. Ooh, I'm trying to get some of that broth to put on top. Just gonna cover that back up and let that stew down. So now I'm just gonna check the pot. Ooh-wee, that thing getting nice. I'm gonna spread some broth over it as best as I can because this pot is so full. Pepper is there, don't want it to burst. Be careful with that, or else it's gonna be real spicy. And you do not want, well, I don't want that. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that okra in there. The potato should be getting good. Taste some of this broth. That tastes good. That tastes good. And I'm not just saying that because I made it, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle the okra in there. I don't mind my okra to be mashed out because I really don't really like okra anyway, so for me I can eat it better if it's like simmered in and just kind of smushed up. Ooh, that tastes good. So I'm just gonna go ahead, try and sprinkle some more broth on there. I don't want to do it too much to where I'm breaking up my fish. Kind of keep my eye on that pepper. I don't want it to burst. And I'm just going to cover that back up. Ooh, that's going to be so good. So I just took the top off and I'm just spooning the broth over the fish. We're pretty much done. I'm going to let the okra cook just a little bit more. And I have it on low. I don't know why it's bubbling so high, but I have it on low. And I'm just gonna go back in and cover it up. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and taste a little bit of that broth, make sure everything's still good. Ooh. That thing good. So and with the okra now, like the broth is kind of slimy, but you know, that's okay. Put a little more over here. Just want to make sure that okra get kind of soft. I don't want it to be crunchy. I'm just gonna go back in, cover that up, and let that simmer for a little bit longer. And then we shall be done. So guys, this is the end result of our fish. We got our snapper with our veggies and our yellow rice with some okra on top. And hopefully it tastes good. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, maybe I'll do another cooking video. Alright.